legs straight out in front. Okay, bring the right sole of the foot in. Draw that knee towards your chest. We'll start out with a twist. So we did a little bit of this last week where we want to try and roll the hips forward, press the belly into the thigh. We're going to take the left arm around the right shin. Get a really strong connection between the arm and leg. We'll inhale the right arm up. And then as you exhale, sweep the right arm behind you. Give yourself a little support so that you can roll the pelvis even farther forward. Letting that breath help you unwind into your twist. Your next inhale, we come back through the center. Let's take the hands on either sides of the hips. So a little core movement here. This is my new favorite. You can either take the fists or the palms on either side of the hips. We're going to press the right sole of the foot down and try to lift the left leg up. So the back is going to round forward, and that's going to give you that activation in the core. Try and get that lift. If you feel like it's straining the lower back at all, you can rest the heel down on the floor and just try and keep that feeling of activation in the abs. And we'll exhale, lower down. Send the right leg out, and left leg in. Setting up for our twist. Right arm hugs the left knee into our chest. And we'll inhale the length of the left fingertips out. With your exhale into your twist, left arm sweeps back. Just a little bit of support from the left hand to lift the lower back. Press the belly and the thigh together. Never forcing your spine into a twist. So we always talk about working with our exhale as we come into a twist. The breath is going to take you as deep as you should be going. You want to make sure that you're not forcing yourself with your arms. We take our next inhale and come back through the middle. Let's take the hands on either side of the hips, or maybe the fists if you're more comfortable with that. Pressing the left sole of the foot down, and then when you're ready, take an exhale. Lift yourself up, either leaving the heel on the mat or try to lift that leg up. This is a nice one because you get the abs and then you can feel the top of that thigh really working. Settle yourself down. Release the left leg all the way out. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up. And then on your exhale, fold over the legs. Feeling the body moving like a hinge. So the hip joint is your hinge. Top and bottom of the body are straight and you're just folding together, except for the knees. If you need to bend the knees, you can always do that. Breath. Here we back up into sitting. We'll swing the legs over to one side. We'll come over onto hands and knees. Let's curl the toes underneath and roll back into down dog. Warming up those legs, pedaling the feet back and forth. If the hamstrings are still a little tight, stay with a bent knee down dog. And actually, that bent knee down dog is a really nice way to play around with how your weight is distributed between the hands and the feet. You want to feel like it's pretty even. But we're using the abs. We're using the lower abs to try and pull a little bit of the weight out of the hands so that it's not stressing the hands out, not putting too much pressure into the wrists. From our down dog, we're either going to stay here or take your inhale for the right leg to come up into our three-legged dog. Use your exhale, engage the abs, draw that leg up. Now, if you want to hover just for a second, pulling that leg up into your belly, and then slowly place the foot down in between the hands. We'll take an inhale, sweep yourself up, taking your crescent lunge or drop the knee if you need to. And we exhale, drop the hands down to the heart. We use our inhale to get our length, and our exhale twist to the right. Maybe staying at the shoulder. If you want to go a little deeper, left elbow to the outside of the right knee, take your prayer twist. And just listening to the body. It's going to tell you what it feels up to today. Making sure that your ego doesn't push you into poses that your body doesn't want you to be in. Back up to the center, lift the hands up to the heart. On your exhale, release the hands down onto the mat. We're going to step the right leg back into down dog. One deep breath here. Feel that scoop up in the lower belly. Either keeping your down dog or inhale the left leg up for three-legged dog. We take our exhale, draw the left leg underneath, maybe hovering for a second, trying to pull the leg up into your belly. You're going to feel the abs really lifting and working. And then when you're ready, place the left foot down in between the hands. Set your feet up, get nice and comfortable for your lunge. We'll inhale either crescent lunge or knees down for Anjane. Taking your exhale, come down to the heart. Now we inhale, lengthen. Exhale, either coming over to the left shoulder or maybe the right elbow to the outside of the left knee for prayer twist. Work with your exhales and your twists. Let's come up, hands to the heart, and then we'll exhale. Drop the hands down. This time, I'm going to come forward, stepping the right foot up to meet the left foot. Bend the knees, keep a little soft bend, and then just let the upper body drape over the legs. Arms and shoulders are relaxed. Bend the knees just a little bit more than you normally do. Try to feel that extra release in the lower back. Staying here, just hanging the arms down in the middle, or if you feel up to it, swaying the upper body from side to side. That's a nice release for the lower back. You're going to feel one side lengthen, and then the other side lengthen. Coming back to center before you get dizzy. Put a little bit more bend in the knees. So that you can feel the hips sink down, almost like we're coming into chair pose, so that the belly is pressed right on top of the thighs. And then bring the hands down to the mat. Feel this length through the spine. We have support from the legs because we're leaning on the thighs. The back is really long. You can feel that reach out in opposite directions. Now pressing the legs together, take your inhale, sweep yourself all the way up into mountain. Our exhale settles the hands down to the heart. Breath is center, feeling settled. We'll take our inhale, sweep the arms up. So this transition going from standing down into our forward bend, really important that you keep track of what you're doing with the legs so that we don't irritate the lower back. We're going to inhale, open the arms, get that nice opening through the chest. As you exhale, soften the knees, keep the back straight, dive the arms forward. Some traditions of yoga, and as you get a little bit more advanced in yoga, you are going to do that transition with the legs straight. It takes a lot of core strength so that the back is supported. So if you find that the day after yoga or maybe a couple hours after you're getting that little bit of tension in the lower back, maybe bend your knees more when you do your transitions. All right, let's sink the hips down so that we can come through our chair pose. And we'll inhale, sweep the arms up. Chair pose is another offender that if you feel like you're getting soreness in the lower back, you might want to stay a little bit higher in your chair pose. Work on keeping the belly in and the tailbone long. So what we tend to do is we already have a natural curve in the lower back. If we start to exaggerate that, it's going to irritate those muscles right in there. And what we do is just kind of tuck the tailbone down, feel that length, keep the lower belly active so that the back is supported. Okay, let's take our inhale straight up, get nice and long, take our exhale down to the heart, and a deep breath. We're going to take what I like to call a little skiing sequence. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, and then as we exhale, really bend the knees, sweep the arms back. The arms and upper body are parallel. Inhale, bring yourself all the way back up to standing. So it's all about that really strong bend in the knees for support as we go down and then sweep back up. Keep the legs pressing into each other. We'll take one more breath like that. And as you exhale, take the hands to the heart. From here, let's inhale, take the arms up over the head, either interlacing the fingers or keeping the arms parallel. We'll take an exhale, side bend over to the right, little crescent moon, maybe turning the head to look to the left. Feeling really grounded through the right or the left sole of the foot. Right sole of the foot is nice and light. Inhale, come back up. And exhale to the other side, maybe turn the head to the right. Take our exhale down through the heart. And a deep breath. And you can release your arms. So we haven't done Breath of Joy in a very long time, probably since Bernadette was here. So I think in honor of Bernadette, we'll do our Breath of Joy. So stand with the feet about hip distance apart. This is a nice active breathing exercise. We take our inhale, we come up, out, up, soften the knees, and fold over, just like we did before. Sweep yourself back up. Inhale, 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 fold. Couple more rounds. As you go through, that breath gets more and more powerful, especially the exhale. One more breath. Hang yourself over in your forward bend. Let the arms release. Slowing yourself down. That transition from lots of movement and really strong breath to stillness in your posture is an important exercise. Being able to control the nervous system and settle yourself down very quickly.